Hi guys, good morning. So, do you ever feel bad when you get angry? Do you feel like you want to start a war when you get angry? Or do you feel like you have no right to be angry as a good person? Look, anger is your emotional employee which can help you grow and manage your personal life as better as you can. So today I'm going to give you top 7 anger management tips for a healthier and a better life. So, first things first. Number 1 is recognize and accept your anger. So this actually boils down to self-awareness. Self-awareness that you have been just pissed off. The first step of this, like, this is another way of saying, like, acknowledging that you feel angry by a certain triggers. It could be something that has been said to you, or just merely watching the television, or some people just did something that you're not really into it. You know what I mean. Hopefully. So recognizing your triggers, and that's the basic thing. When you know what really the thing that stimulates, that lights up the spark in your heart to your brain that you want to burst, recognizing it is the basic part, is the basic step. And number 2 is take a step back. Okay, to some people and to myself sometimes, it's way better to admit it, that I can't step back. I just sometimes I just react like, why did you say that to me? Oh, that's the start. I mean, the moment that I recognize that I have been triggered, I started something. And that could be, that's negotiable. You could just talk about it to other parties. And sometimes that's, the when you get triggered, the other you could also trigger the other parties, and that's the start of the misunderstanding and the argument. And sometimes it can, it's the start of the end of certain relationships. But if you want to, like, really express, to grow yourself, it's way better to step back first. And when you feel like the anger is rising in your heart and in your mind, take a moment to just you know find a space in the corner, or just breathe in, breathe out, and reflect on the situation. This moment in time can help you gain perspectives and avoid impulsive reactions. So, oh my gosh. For example, I don't want to be interrupted when I'm doing something with a client. So, when somebody just drag me into his or her uh, what is that issues while I'm doing something, I usually don't really like it unless it's emergency. So yeah, when that situation happens, I actually, the first time it happened to me, I actually just reacted. Like, I told the person, like, I don't want to be dragged around somewhere when I'm doing something, because I want to focus on it. I want to finish it as fast and as effective as I can. So the next time around when it happened again, so I just step back and just realize, because it's really uncomfortable, guys, when you confront a person. So it's way better that immediate moment that you just give yourself a space, like, breathe in, breathe out. You just It's an opportunity for you to really improve the way you express yourself the second time around, or third time around, or several opportunities that life is has given you. That space and time of taking a step back really gives you an opportunity to really just think it over. So, what are the things that you need to think over while you're having a space and time, like you're stepping back from the situation? So you have to ask yourself, why is this thing triggers me? Like, for example, to me, cutting me off or interrupting me while I'm doing my work. I really don't like that. I really don't like that. And uh, also, yeah, that's a trigger to me, to be honest. But I'm dancing with it, and I'm trying to be better in dealing it, because you know I am I'm meeting different people every day. So every day is a new day for me. So I have to renew my vow to make myself better when I get interrupted. So why is this thing triggers me? And the next question is, how can I express it in a respectful and in a respectful or a nice in a nice way, even if it makes the other party uncomfortable. So how can I express it in a respectful manner? So it has something to do with the good communication. And the last thing is, when can I express my anger in a nice way? So just three questions: why that thing triggers me, and the next question is, how can I express it in a respectful way? And number three is, when can I express my anger in a nice way? So, especially when you're in a teamwork or doing something really important, you can just sometimes you can't just confront the person right there and then when you are in the midst of doing something important. Maybe you can just set it aside and then just finish the entire job and just confront the person right away before you go home in a nice and respectful way with a good reason that you're communicating it to the other party that why did it trigger you. Okay, so number three is, express your anger assertively, not aggressively. You don't necessarily you don't really need to just throw off stuff on the person, on the other person, on your other half, or it could be an object. You don't have to throw off stuff. You don't have to start a fight in order to express your feelings. So when you decide to address the issue, express your anger in a controlled and assertive manner. So avoid aggressive behavior as much as possible, which can escalate conflicts. So if you can't really tame yourself from reacting to that thing that irritates you, so just step back, okay? Don't just you know just move in there and then there you go. What you want? What you want? Huh? What do you want? You want a piece of me? So you might end up in the hospital, or in some instances you might just gonna end the relationship right there and then because of that anger. All right. So number four is, when you express your anger, focus on the issue, not on personal attacks. So concentrate on the problem at hand rather than rather than resorting to personal attacks. Stick to the facts and express your feelings and needs clearly. So for example, yesterday I got interrupted by a staff and while I'm doing my job with the client, and I didn't like that. So I told her, like, please leave me alone for now. That's actually just taking a step back from me, but I didn't say it. I didn't express it in a nice way. So the next time around, it's important that I have to be respectful in expressing my boundaries, in expressing myself too. So what happened was, I also triggered her. So she said, "I don't want to talk to you. Okay, you're not in the mood right now. Why you're not in the mood right now?" So I just really just I know just keep myself quiet. I just on the corner. I just shut myself off on the corner and just take a step back, and oh my gosh, I just deep breathe in. I just did deep breathe, like in and out, and just wait for like 5 to 10 minutes, 15 minutes to really think it over, and then continue my work. And then after that, after like in a period of time like 15 minutes, okay, the anger has already reduced because I've already expressed it. So I went to her and confronted her about this situation, and I told her that, look, I cannot finish. I keep starting out. I need space when I'm doing something important. And she told me about her side too, which also makes sense. So by in that moment, we were able to, you know, to resolve the issue, and then we shake hands and I hug her, and that's it. We're good friends. So I don't want to end that relationship. That's why I want to, I want solution to it, out of it. So focus on the issue, not on personal attack. Not I didn't tell her like, you're so noisy, you do this and you do that every time I do this. So it's I don't know. It's not giving a justice on the other party. So it's only giving justice to me. So I would sound selfish if I say that in front of her. Absolutely. So number 5 is seek resolution. Use your anger as a catalyst for constructive action. Work towards resolving the issue or finding a compromise that can benefit all parties resolved. So I can, you know, based on the previous situation, somebody triggered me by interrupting me while I'm doing my work. So if that issue wouldn't be resolved, and the next time around, I would talk to her to make an agreement to please help me. Just let me finish my job, and then I get back to you. Or when it's really emergency, like urgent, just get my attention, and I tell the client that, look, I'll be back in five minutes, and I just have to tackle uh, some problems or some issues outside from here, and I'll be back to you. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So I want to be the one telling the reason to the client that I need to leave him or her. So seek a resolution, or I could also, other than making agreements between her and me when we're doing our job, we could I could set boundaries, like um, just boundaries like I could remind her to just please don't disturb me this time at 9 o'clock in the morning, because I have a client, and I need to really we need to really tackle his issue, and this is important to him and to me, just to be able for us to finish the task for the entire day. So setting boundaries, don't disturb me in this period of time. So the next, number 6, is practice relaxation techniques. So some people just go to the gym to do this, to express their angers, that through physical activity to calm them down. Some people do meditation and deep breathing. So yeah, deep breathing really helps though, right there and then. Like hmm, I really want to kill you, but I don't want to. Oh, come on, yeah, it's getting better now. So this is just, deep breathing gives oxygen to your brain so that you can come up with the good perspectives in that right in the space you're in. So after addressing the source of anger, use these relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or physical activity to calm down and manage your lingering emotional tension. And number 7, lastly, seek support and guidance. So, if you find it challenging to manage your anger effectively, considering seeking support from therapies, I mean, you have to consider support from therapists, counselor, and support groups. This method can provide guidance and tools for anger management. And remember that while anger can have loads of benefits, chronic or uncontrolled anger can be harmful to your mental and physical health, as well as to your relationship, especially to your relationships. Relationship and networks is life. So, as much as possible, never ever lose or don't lose the real ones that can make you happy, the right people in your life. So, tame the anger, manage it wisely, because anger impacts one's well being, relationships, and overall quality of life. So, that's all for today. Thank you very much.